H-Town, what's up? H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, where we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it is Tuesday. Oh my goodness, Sonya and Mindy, they're here early. I can't wait. Sonya talking about what's up, Hatter. I know. Y'all, I want to hear what y'all got to say this morning. Let me hear all your comments about last night. Come on. Mindy been on the news. You had a lady giving us a shout out on the news and all of that. What? Y'all doing big things around here. What's up, Dwayne Bowler said it's barbershop time now. Lakeisha, hey, what happened? Did anything happen last night? Y'all want to talk about? Y'all see my girl? Y'all see what I got behind me? Oh, hey, let me tell y'all something. What's happening? Y'all I only see no comments. Y'all waiting on me to talk. No. Y'all know I got something to say. I want to hear from you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you, Mindy. I want to hear from Sonya Billingsley, Mindy. I know they was hiding catfish grease last night. Y'all talk to me, Mindy. Tell me what's happening. Hold up, I'm trying to find something, y'all. I'm scared. Let me do my clicking. Y'all talk to me. Caitlin is a beast. Okay, I like that one. Congratulations to Chris McDermott, who won the Guy B. Lewis Award. Okay. That ain't what you want to talk about. I already told you he was going to win. That ain't what you want to talk about. But I'm going to keep... I don't like to talk about coaching. Why you don't like to talk about coaching? Why you don't like to talk about coaching, my brother? Talk to Mr. Hatter. Y'all, I'm trying to get my thing on screen. I got it on the screen now. Y'all, when I get to clicking, I'm trying to put me up on. Y'all, now, Hatter, I wanted to see a great game. Okay. Hard heads rotate to backside. How do you stay in drop coverage? Okay, that sound good on the scout, Dwayne. That sound good on the scout. That was the scout. I told y'all about what was the scout. Yo, great players don't care about no damn scout. I'm gonna get there. Let me go. Let me make sure I'm. Hey, hold up. Let me shout out to my starting five. Chris Charles, the Laker lover on there. You got on Mindy Collins, the world famous Mindy Collins. She got newscast host shouting her out. Who else we got in Facebook? We got Sonya Billings, the great Sonya Billings, the great Lakeisha Willis Johnson. Who else we got? I'm trying to see. Anybody else? Johnny Arnett is over there. Let me see my YouTube. YouTube, where you at? YouTube, we got Simeon Sims, Jeremy Davis, Sterling Creeks. Sterling, I'm getting that. Dwayne just talking stuff already. I love Dwayne. Dwayne talking stuff already. Who else? Who else with Dwayne? Who else over there with Dwayne? I'm trying to see. Is that it? Okay. Y'all share the show. Lakers hit 5. Lakers hit 5. Man, what we gonna do about them Laker fans, man? Lakers hit 5. Stop it. Mindy, I didn't say to Mindy. I was proud of you, Mindy. I was proud of you. They called my girl name on TV. What you think I was up there doing? LSU could have won the game. The defense assignment they had on clock, I didn't understand. What did you didn't understand? I know Dwayne gave the drop coverage and all of that. What you didn't understand? Man, the woman was dropping. The game was close in the first. Let me keep talking to y'all. Then I'm gonna give y'all. But now I'm not gonna let y'all steal my analogy today. I'm not. I'm gonna get there. I just want to see where your mind at. I want to see where your mind at. Is Dwayne from Bay City? Dwayne, you from Bay City? Son, you want to know? I just ain't getting no enough comments. Maybe y'all should share the show. Did I share the show? Yes, I shared the show. Did y'all share the show? Because it's going to be good now. You know, this going to be good. The Astros had a no-hitter. Now, Jeremy Day. You didn't say nothing about the Astros yesterday. Now you want... Y'all see how inconsistent y'all are. I'm watching y'all. Hold up, y'all. Let me turn this sound down. And I got it blowing. What's up, Craig Lily? Jermaine, he want to talk. Jeremy want to talk about the no-hitter right now. Okay. Astros had a no-hitter last night. Undefeated team had a no-hitter. Astros. They had a no-hitter last night. What's the guy's name who threw it? You know, I don't keep up with that stuff right now. We got 100 and too many more games left. My dad is from Bay City. He says, Dad, LSU transition defense wasn't very good last night. Okay, that's why they lost. That's why they lost. Okay, keep going. I like this. Okay. Anybody else? Who was that said something about LSU could have won this game defensive side? They had on Clark. Okay. All right. Well, who should have guarded Clark? Who should have guarded? Al and Dulles. Al, I ain't never seen your name on here, man. What's going on, bro? What's happening? I'm just looking. The defensive assignment wasn't gonna work last night. Jessica Brooks is back. Where's she been? Yeah, Jessica. Yeah. Yo, Astro. Jessica, you don't come. You come on when you get the no hitter. Jessica, come on now. Don't do me like that. I'm not delusional. I highly upset that my Astros started off 0-4 against the Yankees at home. But let's chip our way back in there. I got you. Southern baseball beat me to it. I like that, Darryl Richardson. Thank you. I like that. Who was that just came on? I was here. Al and Dulles. How you doing, sir? When you come in, say, hey, man. Come on. When you come in somebody's house, say, hey. You new to the crib. We want to say hi to you. Chuck Masson said, what's up, Chop Shop? I'm coming empty-handed today. No bad dope. Dude, I know I love you, Chuck. Chuck, I don't know what you was thinking about, Chuck. Chuck, you should have known I did all that damn research. And Chuck, you notice I did all that research. But when you said it, Chuck, notice what I did. I went and looked it up. That's how you have to be. Yo, when y'all do y'all little stuff and I dispute what you say, don't get mad at me. Yo, I'm finding more and more out about people. I think it's just fan. Y'all hold on, man. But I'm finding more and more out about people. I'm going to tell you why. When people show you who they are, believe them. Y'all, there's some stuff happened yesterday. I don't think I'm prepared to tell y'all about it yet. It's just, folks be around you. And y'all, there's a spirit out here that people will watch you and watch the things you're doing great, Dale Griggs. They'll nitpick at you. Let's say you go play golf course, you shoot a 75. Man, you should have had a 72. And you keep hearing stuff like over there. But there's some stuff happened to me yesterday. I'm just finding out about people, man. Shout out to Rod Wells. He's in Tampa, Florida. I'm just finding out a lot about people. People can sit and watch you and be jealous and envy of you and what you do in your success. There's a dude called the other day, one to be on this show to announce something. And I don't know, maybe. See, I listen. Y'all ought to know me. I listen and I watch what you tweet. And I got a group of people that help me. But when a person said they want to call, well, I want to be on your little talk show. What I should have said to promote your little event. You have to watch what you say. Call me, want to be on this show to promote his event. I want to be on your little talk show. What if I came back, what, to promote your little event? Ed Russell, if I don't do nothing, to you older people, no, bless your heart if you get it. Because I'm a guy at a more mature age, I'm learning more. I don't know about y'all. But really and truly, I'm speaking to our next generation. I'm going to just tell you the truth. I hope y'all get it. But y'all old ass, if y'all ain't got it, if y'all don't have a thirst for hunger of knowledge like I'm getting, and the thirst for the movement of memory and the things that we have experienced, it's some stuff that Dara Barnes has experienced that I haven't learned, I've never experienced before. I want to hear them. There's some things that Kirk Collins didn't experience before. Man, we got to hear him, because if we don't know Kirk, you'll go to your grave and we'll never know that Kirk Collins did this and Kirk Collins know about this. What's up, Al? Al, this show, man, this show is different, Al. This is not like no other show. I'm not trying to get up here and call Cat Williams on here to talk about everybody. We don't do that on this show. Now, if somebody's hurting our community, we're going to talk about that. But let me go back to something. Y'all, I'm just thinking about people, man. People can sit around and watch you. Boy, it's something else. What's the name? Flage should have been on Kate and Clark for buzzer to buzzer. Okay. That's why you're not a college coach. See, it's easy for us to say what Kim Mulkey should have done. It's easy to sit up here. Y'all, until you've been in that position, that's why I always support and protect the coaches. I happened to try to coach a few times. And that stuff is different than me sitting my ass over there critiquing everything big coach do. I respect the profession so much. I don't know why she did. I think the girl would have had 40 or 50 on Flage, Flageo, Z, X, Y, and everybody else last night. That girl can. I'm gonna talk about her in a minute, because I'm gonna go talk. I know you're going to talk about Angel, number 10 LSU, about the death stretch she's public shared with us. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. LSU lost because of Caitlin Clark playing the sets. No game plan would have worked against that man. What's up, Ed Russell? The better team and player won. Clark is just better. I like that. Hey, Belinda, what's going on? Kevin Allen is in the building. Man, Southern. Hey, I text him this morning because when Southern beat LSU, the baseball team, y'all got to stand. I wonder how the LSU baseball team feel right now. Y'all got all that big ass super duper duper budget. And this HBCU right around the corner, bust your head in. I can't wait. I want to see the Southern players now, because when TSU gonna play, hold up, y'all. Let me help y'all out. Y'all don't have to be there. I'm gonna be there. Kevin said on April the 19th at 3 p.m. April the 20th, April the 21st, that Southern baseball team that whooped LSU will be in town 3 p.m. on the 19th, 2 p.m. on the 20th, and 1 p.m. on the 21st. You got 3 days. I don't want to hear. I'm there. I might be there every day. I just want to see the Southern team. I want to see us be Southern. So let me keep going. How do some people around you are not necessarily for you? And these people ain't necessarily around me, but if I go to the golf course, they're there. You know how you be, and people watch you, people hear about you. You know, y'all, it's a spirit out there. I got to pray for that spirit. Spirit. Joe Louis. Yeah. What's up? I too. What's up? You back today? I too. What's your name, man? I want to know who you are. I really do. Chop Shop family, please pray for Wendy Johnson and her boy. That's how I really wanted to start the show out. I pray for Wendy Johnson and her boy, I think Malik and Malachi and her boys. They lost their husband, Newt. He passed away. That's how I really wanted to start this show. Praying for all the friends and family of Newt Johnson and Wendy and all of them. I don't know whether, because they used to live in Houston and they moved away. And wow, young man too. Life is so fragile. That's why, y'all, I told you, I don't want to be a generational thief. I want to get everything I can out of me and put it in a book and on this. Some of the information that I be giving y'all on the show sometime, that's gonna be, all of that stuff gonna be in my book. Cause I want all that stuff gonna be in my memoirs. So that's what I'm just thinking about, having a memoir of the things that I've experienced in these 30 years in the sports industry. And I'm just thinking, I don't want a book that y'all ain't gonna buy and read. I want a book I can't wait to get, right? So he said, my baby is flying in for a couple of days to meet with her sister in Houston, a Howard event. Let's set up lunch for the future. Okay, sounds good. Every closed eye ain't sleep, and every big man isn't strong. Deception and understanding is the key to life. Be grateful he called it a little. The deceiver has been revealed. Ow! 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 I just listen. But you're right. Somebody told me the other day, he said, Robert, you always pray for discernment and stuff just come to you, man. And be careful what you pray for. If you don't pray, I feel sorry. I'm gonna be like a Don Staley. I feel sorry for you. I have to. It helps me. You don't have to. Hey, D White, where you been? Now you know I be looking for you. A million decisions to make in the heat of the moment as a coach. Absolutely, I'm going up. I'm catching your. I'm just going to your comments now. What people don't understand, Caitlin Clark will get hers. It's a supporting class going in double figures at her. Absolutely. That's a good analogy right there. Some people are only in your presence to take, and some around you is to uplift you. Thank you. Lionel, I know. Lionel, I ain't really doing it. I'm sharing this to my young people, Lionel, this ain't woe is me. I understand what's going on. This is, our young people need to understand and hear this. Don't display my name on here for professional reasons. Okay, I got you. I like that. You know what? I love that. I love that. I love this. Man, you're a man after my own heart. Or woman. Man or woman, whatever you are. I don't want to call you out of your gender because people get a little sensitive about that right now. I support, but I can't let everyone know. I got you, baby. I love that. You good. You good. You good. But email me, chopshophtx at gmail.com. Chopshophtx at gmail. And I promise you, nobody never know. What's up, Olga? Where you been? I don't know. Olga, I don't know. Olga, you know what? I rather I like put Olga, what I'm gonna start doing, Olga, is I'm gonna start taping. When I get ideas and stuff I want to talk about, I'm just gonna start taping some segments, and then I'm gonna post them for y'all to enjoy later. And because a lot of stuff I can't just go into on the Chop Shop, we're limited. And like it's a subject I want to talk about today, but it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. But let me keep going. Okay, I'll give me a little reach. I will. Okay, okay. What up, Demar? But what I did want to, I had something for y'all. I didn't even hold up. I did want to do this to y'all. Oh, hold on. I wanted to mess with y'all today. I wanted to mess with y'all a little bit today. Uh, I just
Darling,
want to.
how are you feeling, girl? That was a crazy fight.
I'm super excited. It was really tough. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a different ball game, but I had a blast. So thank you.
Darling, how are you feeling, girl? That was a crazy fight.
I'm super excited. It was really tough. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a different ball game.
I'm sorry, y'all. One of my friends sent that to me, telling me that's Haley Van Dyke after Caitlin Clark got through with her last night. And I had to play. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But you know what I wanted to do? And I also want to say rest in peace. Uh, look, she said, what the hell? Rest in peace to Vontae Davis, y'all. And prayers go out to his big brother, Vernon Davis. See, young man, if you've been watching this show long, I know Kevin Freedman's seen it. He passed away, 35 years old. His grandmother found him unresponsive in his home in Florida. And but if you know anything about me, how I've been talking about this young man and lifting this young man up in prayer and talking about because I knew something was wrong. I knew it. I'm gonna play y'all a couple of excerpts. See, Chuck McGowan talked about. He mentioned to me the other day about the mental health of our athletes. Y'all need to share this show. This finna be quick. Text, tag somebody right there. Somebody need to hear this. Text, tag, and tell somebody. But I mean, this is real. Let people know. Call them. I mean, say, look, hey man, you need to get on here because we don't know if it's happening to our young kids in our community. You know, we were talking about Chris McDermott won the Guy V. Lewis Award last night, and I looked at the video of him. He just might be stoic, and he don't talk a lot. They say we don't know what's going on in this young man's mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, I saw the video, and I might be wrong with two left shoes because I don't know him. Maybe that's the way he is. I just didn't see no joy. See, you might not always be happy, but y'all, it's a certain joy about me every time I push these buttons and make this come live. It's a certain joy. I don't always feel like doing this. Okay? I got places that I can be. But it's a certain joy that I know that I'm putting on wax or on film that some young man or some young woman gonna need to hear this. But when I heard about the Vontae Davis situation, the first person who came to my mind when I heard the news with Vontae of his passing was his grandma, Adeline. She was a central figure in his life and single-handedly raised Vontae, Vernon, and their siblings. Think about that. They had two members of their family in the NBA, in the NFL. How many people on this feed right now? Share the show because I need some more people on here because I want to talk to y'all today. I'm going to share my heart with you today. How many people on this feed got one? family member that's in the NBA. I mean, correct. I ain't talking about 12th cousin and all. I'm talking about real family. D. Look at Lakeisha. Lakeisha, you going there. Lakeisha, your fellow Gremlin Knight is on the feed. Lionel Cryer is on the feed. So you two Gremlin people, y'all stay over there. And I'm going to put y'all over in the corner by y'all self because y'all. No, I'm kind of like, I like y'all because I was mad at y'all when Gremlin beat us, but I fell in love with Gremlin when they went to the tournament. But talking about Adeline, I feel for her and the rest of the Fonte's family. A reporter said that she told him that Vontae wanted to quit football because his coach was riding him. She told Vontae, that coach is cussing at you because he sees the good in you. You just don't see it in yourself. This Adeline talking to Vontae. He wants to bring that out of you. Yo, this young man, it really gets to me about him because I took a liking to him. He went to, he was getting traded from a team. Let me let y'all play it. This when I fell in love with him. And hopefully y'all would share the show. I hope y'all would. I got to play this. Former NFL star Vontae Davis, who played 10 seasons before retiring, 2018. He retired on the field, ladies and gentlemen, while they were playing. And I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you hear insert from two of his teammates. They were laughing and joking back then, but not at him, but just how he did it. Mindy, that I don't think it was belittling, and his agent didn't have nothing to do with that. The team just let him go. An agent can't. Excuse me. Let me get y'all understand. All an agent is. Could y'all come in closer? Because some of y'all don't know. It's a contract advisor. Agents advise them on their contract. Okay? The agent can't tell a team when and when not to cut a player. Just in case rap economics, you didn't know that. They can't. That's a hard game. And Mindy, I didn't think nothing was belittling about that. He told him the truth. You're up and down. Mindy, I can't afford to give you this money and give you this spot if you're up and down. See, this kind of things when we tell your kids and we talk about stuff like this and people get mad and say you're hating when somebody say something. Now you love when I'm on here saying something positive about your son, but then when I come in and said, look, but he's a little up and down, he hating. A solid career. He played 10 years in the NFL. Do y'all know? This dude said he had a solid career. He played 10 years. The normal playing time is 3.5 years. That's it. He had to tell him. What was he supposed to tell him? Vontae. I mean, Mindy, y'all explain to me. What could the man have said? Me personally, that was one of the easier ones. The nicer ones. And rap economics is agent. You know what his agent job is now? To make sure that team they traded to him, make sure they want him. That's your job. Get on that phone and say, man, how well y'all want him? Do we want him? What's the next move? So you can prepare your kid. They don't know. This dude was a bad dude. He was good. Y'all got to realize you don't get to play in the NFL for 10 years if you ain't that good. But something was going on in this kid. Did you see his eyes? Nobody said nothing about his eyes. That's what I wanted. Did you see his face in that meeting? That's what I fell in love with the kid. All this talent, but inside, I got to call my grandmama. First thing he thought about. That's his safety net. I got to call my grandma. $10 years? And yo, I said, man, something ain't right. Something didn't happen. I don't know what happened because they pending autopsy results. They don't know what's happening. He retired in the middle of a game. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see who played. That's like, I'm going to use Mindy. That's like Mindy Collins. She playing for the Dallas Wings. And at halftime, she said, man, start taking off her stuff, man. Y'all go on back out there. I'm done. I'm done. This is what made me feel good when I heard his teammates, former teammates, talking about it. Watch this.
Me and Trey went to his house because we had to know what was going on. Yeah. Like, what made you? And he said, Shady, I'm out there, Shady, and Shady, you Shady McCool. You can't call the dime. It's time to go. It's a young man's game. Yeah. That's how he talked.
Hey, my dog Vontae said, nah, man. Well, he told me on the side, we came like a 3-and-out. He just made like a big stop on third down. He had put his fist up, got the crowd pumping, everything. So we got to the sideline. You know what I mean? Offense going. So we about to punt. Coach was like, y'all get ready. He was like, yeah, I'm done, young boy. I was like, hold on. He was like, yeah, this my last go round. So I looked at him. I was like, what you mean? Like, this gonna be your last year? He was like, nah, this gonna be my last game. I'm done, man.
That was his teammate he was playing alongside. Did he talking to him just in case y'all didn't know? Watch.
He said, they said, I'm done, young Trey, man. Y'all boy, God, this is a young man's game, man. I just ain't got it no more. Yo, man. I'm thinking the whole time, like, why the fuck would you go through OTAs and camp and you go do this shit?
Yo, I heard he told Coach, he said, yeah, I'm done, man, I'm done. Coach said, wait, all right, you done this series? All right, just come back next year. He said, nah, Coach. I'm done. I mean, I'm finished. I'm finished.
And look, my dog started taking this tape off. You know he wore the wrist tape off.
Oh, yeah. Right. He take it off.
He took it off. He started taking it off. So, man, hey, nah.
Me and Trey went to his house because we had to know what was going on. Yeah. Like, what made you?
Rest in peace, young king. One of his friends said, life would never be the same without my brother. Them FaceTime calls we had, damn, I wish we could have more. You beat the odds, man. You made it. You did it your way. It's just supposed to be, it wasn't supposed to end like this. David started his career at Dunbar High School in Washington, D.C., and was ranked the number 33rd cornerback recruit in the nation. 5'11" athlete, picked at Fighting Illini over several colleges and had 139 solo tackles and 7 interceptions in 3 seasons there. David was selected with the 25th overall pick in the NFL draft. He was a first-round pick in the NFL draft. and played for the Miami Dolphins, the Bills, the two-time Pro Bowler. He was a Pro Bowler, ladies and gentlemen. Had 396 tackles, 22 interceptions, and 2 sacks. He abruptly retired in the middle of a game, 2018. Our young people need us, man. There's some young people where Chris McDermott won the Guy V. Lewis Award last night. But there was 9 other young men who thought they should have won. You don't know what's going on in their minds. Ladies and gentlemen, these are young people. And I always say, our young people are the future messengers of our society. So it's our responsibility. All of us grown folks, all of us people who get mad at everybody, get mad when I dispute your comment. That's why I'm unapologetically, I stick to my gun when I say I know what I'm talking about. If I don't, I'm gonna go try to figure it out. But it's our responsibility to ensure that they have the appropriate message. Because if we do not, then the message and their messages and their actions, if they don't get it from us, they're going to get it from somewhere, adversely affect our present, our future, and even the lives of our loved ones. When we've gone on to meet our demise. So it's imperative, ladies and gentlemen, that we stop turning a blind eye to our youth, both at risk and not at risk youth. Both of them. Our responsibility may begin with our own, but that's not where it stops. It wasn't enough for me to raise my son and my daughter. I got to help somebody else. That's why I'm doing this. I tell people all the time, I'm not seeking cheerleaders, but I'm looking for a team. I don't lose. Young people, I learn. That's why I'm always going to be standing in the winner's circle at the end of the game. All these people talking about they're your friends. A friend isn't something that you can just simply be called. Instead, it's something that you have to be. It's not a noun, it's an action. And I always see some people want to be seen. Some people just want to be heard so they can act out to achieve that result. I know it. They come on this show, want to be seen, want to be heard. I told y'all the other day, I was talking, I said, just when you think about Vontae right now, sense is common, someone will come along and show you that it's rare. It's rather rare. At least in their case. See, I told y'all, I don't have a lot of sense because I've been using it. And you know, young people, when the cost of maintenance began to exceed the quality of the performance, it's time to trade it in. And I'm just not talking about cars. I'm talking about people too. Vontae was a complicated and sometimes misunderstood person. But beyond that, he was a good dude. I done called several people with a good heart. But you know what? I think society needs to understand that not everyone is the same. Some people are biologically more sensitive. Their nervous systems are much more sensitive than others. They feel more deeply and more intensely than 85% of the population. Maybe Vontae was one of those people. Then I just think about how talented we are, man. Y'all, when I was a young man, when I was a little boy, I used to always make money. I could dance. And you know, when mama invites somebody over, all the grown people, guess what? They want to see me dance. I dance, they used to give me money. I'm telling y'all, I thought I was Michael Jackson. That's my hero. Michael Jackson got me paid. I was thinking about it, right? I saw this video. I was just amazed by this young man. I'm just amazed. It's New Orleans. And I just had to play it for y'all. See? Those may remember. See how fluid he was. Going over the roof. That's some of that Chris Brown stuff. This kid, I don't know who he is. I just had to show it to you. And he ain't stopped. Ain't tripped over nobody. Y'all, we some talented people, man. Look how he do. Fred Astaire used props like the rope. And where he worked the rope until his routine. I got to show y'all. Watch how he said, okay, the rope is there, but let me interject the rope into it. I mean, amen. See, that kind of stuff lift me up. That lift me up. But I got to go. Women's basketball entertained us last night. I didn't watch one NBA game last night. Devin Booker had 50 points last night, and I didn't see a single second of it. I be laughing at you people when people talk about the scout. What happened to the scout last night? Oh, you scout people, what happened to the scout last night? Mars Park on Caitlin Clark. If you don't know what I'm talking about. See, you, the basketball team, before they play you, boy, I wish I had it. Oh, it's in my briefcase. I want y'all to see how extensive the scout. Like, when TSU play a team, man, they know about every player on the bench. They got everything the dude gonna do. His attendances. He said, boy, I gotta share something with y'all. The attendances, he go this way. He the best free throw shooter. He the best 3-point shooter. These people tell these people everything. Then you go out and let a guy hit 40. The scout. Yeah. Ray, hold up. It's my former teammate right here. Ray Mo said, she's shooting deep. I mean, like deep like me. He used to shoot deep. I used to say, what the? Wait, why are you so far out there? Ray, was they giving you threes out there? Then I forgot. Y'all wouldn't let me shoot out there. But the scout. Yo, I saw this tweet I got to share with y'all before I keep going. I got to show y'all this tweet. Hold on. I didn't put it up on them. No, I didn't put it up on it. Hold up, I'm finna find it. I got a tweet for y'all. Because I thought it was interesting. And it ain't my word, so y'all won't think it's mine. Some dude named Dragonfly Jones, he said, is this how y'all feel? Juju versus LSU would have been some effort. We win it either way. Stuff. But I'm showing you what he said. Iowa versus UConn, though. Iowa versus Connecticut, though. Juju versus LSU would have been a family affair. Iowa versus UConn don't even feel like it's any of my business. This stuff ain't got nothing to do with me. Does anybody else feel that way? I had to show you because y'all don't want to think it's my. That's how y'all feel. When UConn play Iowa, y'all feel like y'all ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all see what I put behind me though. Yeah. I ain't nobody said nothing about the picture I got behind me to bring it on. Ain't nobody said nothing about it. But y'all missing it today. He said that's the norm in New Orleans. I've been going to New Orleans all my life. I ain't seen no boy like that. I done heard 1,000, what y'all call it, second lines, but I ain't seen no kid do that. Mister, that's the norm. I haven't seen that. And I done been there a million damn times. No kid dancing like that. I haven't. So some people are too good to scout. LSU made no in-game adjustments. 4 minutes left in the game. Sometimes you don't want to make adjustments to the right time. Sometimes you don't want to let them. They kept the game close. Let me keep going. Rims got tight. Pace was too much for some turnovers, missed layups. Yes. We called the booty hole got tight. Wow. Y'all. I'm going to share this with y'all. Because I don't hear y'all talk about it that much. But one of the most lied about things of all time is people pretending to care about what people do during the national anthem. As some, as a person who, I done been to 1,000 of them. Events, and the only time anyone pretends to care is when some bloody black decides not to partake. See, I say some people just want to be seen and some people just want to be heard. It's the fakest of all fake outrage. If the national anthem is not played in an event, I wouldn't care. I just had to throw that out there. The McDonald's American game tonight. I'm going to watch it. I don't know what time. I'm probably going to tape it because I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm going to tape it. I don't even know what time it come on. But I was just thinking about that. Everything in this world, black and white. You're absolutely right. You're lying if you think it's not. Because it might not be to you, but it is to somebody else. Every time, everything that we talked about last night was a player. South Carolina preacher's team. It's a good point. I like that. I got a question. Somebody help me. I'm glad you're here, Trey Phillips. I'm glad you're here, Chuck McGowan, because y'all are my resident experts on women basketball. I just appointed y'all. That's why when y'all not here and I get stumped, do you stand for the anthem? Why you ask that? I didn't ask you whether or not you stood for it or not. I didn't ask nobody on here, do they stand? Why are you so concerned about what I stand for? I'm just curious. Why? Give me your why. I might tell you. I didn't ask you, did you stand? Did I ask anybody, did they stand? I didn't ask Dwayne Bowden, did he stand? I didn't ask nobody. What make him want to ask me, do I stand for that? I'm just curious. I want to know because I don't know you. I want to know why you're asking me that question. I think they need to stop it playing it myself. I'm not a Geno fan, but I guarantee he get better defensive playing for that monster. Everybody talked about the adjustment. Hell, it wasn't going matter. It wasn't going to matter. Johnny wasn't going to matter. Both teams played that well. Darryl, I ain't asked you that. Don't nobody want to know that, but Dwayne, I want to know why you want to ask me. Look out for all the young ladies, but keep an eye on Sarah Strong, Jelani Cambridge, and you talking about, I don't usually watch the girls McDonald All-American game. I ain't, dude, I don't want to watch the boys. You think I'm going to watch the girl. Now, I ain't going to lie, y'all. It's probably the first time ever that I done watched two girls' games in a row. Dwayne, come on now. I just want to know why you want to know. Before I tell you, I'm going to tell you, but I want to know why you want to know because I don't really know. Today, y'all, at 1:30 Central Time, in 30 minutes, the Oklahoma Supreme Court would hear the oral arguments for Leslie Benefield, Mother Randall, and Viola Ford, Mother Fletcher, the courageous survivors of the Tulsa race massacre. And if they shut it down today, it's going to be hard for them to open it back up. Oh, no, I usually have a good insight on things like that. Oh, okay. All right, I got you. No, I don't stand for it. I don't stand for it no more. This, I'm going to tell you this why. Right here. This why. I don't stand for it anymore. I don't stand for it. I have not stood for the anthem since Colin Kaepernick knelt. And then I found out when I read the third stanza of the that national anthem. I have not, and I don't be thinking about what nobody care. I sit there at a basketball game and just sit there. Y'all can stand up. Some people are just richer. They want to stand up. I ain't mad at them for standing up. Don't get mad at me for sitting down. I got just as much right to be mad at your ass for standing up. Francis Scott Key. I want to see the women's Final Four because I love a good basketball game. I don't care who plays. I like that, Sonya. I like that. Me too, Sonya. I'm going to watch. I'm watching. But let me keep going. And all you people who talking about the men's basketball, talking about, hey, do me a favor. Go do some research before you go watch some of these tweets. Because the North Carolina Duke game, I don't know. Somebody Because somebody go get some. I don't want y'all because y'all gonna go get it off somewhere y'all ain't got no business getting it off. I talked this. I got this from Sports Track, I think. These analytic companies. These analytic companies are doing a whole lot, baby. That I did not know. I got to share some with y'all too. Just hold on a second. But the North Carolina State and Duke game, 15.1 million. Tennessee Purdue, 10 point. These the men's games. Then the Colorado Iowa had 6 point. The men were outperforming the women's basketball on TV, y'all. So don't let nobody fool y'all with this mess. Like somebody called me last night. Hatter, why do we know the stars of the women's basketball teams? And we don't know that many men stars. And I named him 5 men stars quickly, right? He said, well, you should know. You'll know. And I said, yeah. That ain't fair. You asked the damn wrong person. You shouldn't have called me. But I said, man, y'all quit. Go do a little research. Y'all, these women game, they're coming up. They ain't there yet. Okay? They ain't there yet. They're getting there. And I love it. And at this very moment, see, I'm going to show you how things can be skewed. Watch this. At this very moment, a few hours ago, the minimum ticket price on StubHub to get in the men's Final Four was $571. Okay? The minimum price on StubHub, aftermarket site, to get in the women's Final Four is $970. Right? Men's $571. Women's men's $571. The women's $970. So you'll say, the women, they price is higher to get into, right? Wouldn't you if I gave you those numbers? But y'all know what Robert had to go do. That's how many get in the men's game. That's how many get in the women's game. So when people talking this stuff, I want y'all to have this kind of information to get at. This how many can get in the women's game. Thus, $970. That's how many can get in the men's game. Did y'all see that? 19,000. 63,000. In case your phone is little or your screen ain't big. Did I help somebody today? Hope it did. Hope it did. I learned something. Y'all. Oh, this got to me. Yesterday, April Fool Day, 40 years ago. See, a lot of this I didn't know. He said, man, I'm just saying, did you learn something today? Oh, Alpha, yo, let my students, you in class yet? My students there yet? I got to be nice now, y'all. If Alpha, yo in class, the Legacy School of Sports and Sciences, if my students in, let me know when my students get into class. Y'all, I didn't know this. See, some of y'all, y'all so brilliant. Listen, y'all so brilliant. Y'all might have heard this before. I was a little boy when this happened. A young man when this happened. I didn't know these. Okay, so I'm finna share it with you. 40 years ago today, singer, songwriter, and Motown legend Marvin Gaye was shot and killed by his father the day before his birthday. Happy birthday, Marvin Gaye. His birthday is today. Okay? Marvin Gaye, let me let y'all know, him and Luther Vandross, 2 of my favorite singers ever to watch. Just, they're my 2. Okay. Watch this. On April the 1st, 1984, Marvin was fatally shot by his father in their Los Angeles home. On the day of the murder, Marvin and Marvin Sr. were arguing about a misplaced insurance policy document. I'm giving you this information for a reason. At this point, the relationship between Marvin and his father was as heated as ever. Marvin's sister had moved out of the house to avoid the conflict. I guess they was arguing every single day. In the months prior to his death, Marvin's family reported that he was depressed and suicidal and had even tried to jump out of a moving car. I did not know this. I'm days old when I found this out. After an alleged assassination attempt, Marvin became increasingly paranoid. So on Christmas of 1983, he gave his father a pistol to protect him from potential robbers and murderers. Okay? Y'all getting this? Y'all getting this? Marvin couldn't possibly have known that the gun that he purchased to protect his family would end up becoming his own murder weapon. As Marvin and his father fought for hours about the missing document, the altercation became physical when Marvin kicked his father. According to the testimony from his mama, who was a witness. Shortly after this, Marvin Sr. took the pistol that his son gave him and shot him in the chest. The bullet hit the right lung, heart, diaphragm, liver, stomach, and left kidney. The first shot was fatal, but Marvin Sr. moved closer and shot him again. The house broke out in mayhem as members of the family screamed in terror. Gabe was pronounced dead at the hospital the day before his 45th birthday. Marvin Gaye's father stated that he killed his son in self-defense, did not know if the gun was loaded, and even said, "I didn't mean to do it." Marvin Sr. pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter charge and was given a 6-year suspended sentence with 5 years of probation. I didn't know that. Shout out to Stevie Wonder. He's not one of my best singers. He's one of my best composers and like that. He's not one of my best. I ain't never liked Stevie. I like Stevie for his songs, not for his singing voice. But those two I just mentioned seem like they had instruments in their voices. Chuck. Sterling. It is what it is. Sterling. But guess what I done found out, y'all? About basketball recruiting. It's 1 o'clock. I can talk about it. I saw this, right? They said, y'all watch this now. What big coach? All my coaches. Watch this. Somebody put a tweet, said a portal trend that they're seeing because of the vast number of names to sift through. Programs are becoming increasingly reliant on analytics to filter their options. Y'all hear me? The portal, because of the vast number of names to sift through, programs are becoming increasingly reliant on analytics to filter the options. Anybody don't know what I just meant? Let me know. If you look good on HDI, how many people know who HDI is without? Kim Pong. Kim Pong, I mean. If you look good on those two things, you are over recruited. If your HDI, I just found out what HDI was yesterday, is bad, you are undervalued. Coaches, y'all better watch film and find value. Let me show you. See, some of these kids going to coaches don't want them no more. Everybody, we know that. Dwayne Bowen, we know that. We done said this 100 damn times on the show. Where you been? I'm finna tell you something. Sonya, you know I got you, girl. I got you. I'm gonna bring it to you in a minute. But you said some of these kids are going to Porter. Yeah. Coach don't want them no more. Yeah. I think we done said that about 1,000 times. Hey, Haggerty, you know I got you. Haggerty, slow down, man. Can I tell my story? I'm going to give it to you, though. Because it's important that you know. Let me go. Who's the number one seed in the tournament right now? What team is playing the best in the Final Four right now? UConn, right? UConn men's basketball team. This is the article I'm reading. And I went and researched. UConn men's basketball team uses analytics company, right? They use this analytic company in recruiting and player analysis. They said it's just a tool. When Tristan Newton, it's one of they dudes, announced he was leaving the East Carolina team and entering the transfer portal, a look over, when he did, the UConn men's basketball coaching staff immediately shot him up the top of their wish list because Michelle, what's the late name? Michelle Treconni's family and attorney. That's it. Because the 6'5" scoring point guard who dropped 25 points on the Huskies when he was a freshman. Y'all watch this. This man that went and Googled this thing. Okay, since you done, hold up. Since you done, Kevin Freighton, since you want to be quick to the gun with your good Googling ass, explain to everybody what it really is. What human development that they're measuring. Well, we're going to wait. Since he want to throw it up on the board, y'all. Hold up. Since he want to throw it up on the board, tell us what they measure. Tell me what they're looking for in human development. Tell me what they're looking for. I will wait. We'll wait. It measures human development. We'll wait. We'll wait. We want to hear from you. Since you I know it's Googleable. See, now I can get on with now I can get on. Y'all, Newton seems to be exactly, he didn't explain. Health, knowledge, living standards. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I love this show. Let me keep going, man. Oh my God, man. It's all right to wait. Dan Hurley. You know what? Shout out to Dan Hurley. You know why? And there's some stuff, and maybe y'all seen it and I ain't seen it. But after he won the other night, you know what he did? He talked about his assistants. He mentioned Kamani Young, Luke Murray. He mentioned his assistants after they win. We just well prepared. My assistants have my guys prepared. He's prepping them. Kamani Young is black, got in a whole lot of trouble. Google up Kamani Young, got in a whole lot of trouble. See, I let him explain. See, you messed up some of my minutes. Now Jimmy then came on. Y'all got to, but I got to finish it. I got to finish some of that. All right, damn, Jimbo, hold on. But Jimmy, I'm talking about this subject that what's that? Man, it took me. This HDI. They call it HDI. You familiar with it, Jimmy?
No, HD is.
Not HD. HDI. So not HD, not high definition. Okay. I'm gonna get to it. See, so what I liked about Dan Hurley, he talked about his assistant, Kamani Young, and Luke Murray made calls to the former. They was trying to get Tristan Newton, their best player. A lot of people don't even know who Tristan Newton is, Jimmy, and he's one the best player right now on the best team in the country, but he's not well known. He came from East Carolina. He was a transfer from an AAC team and came, and now he's the best player on the best team in the nation. Be looking for him when you're watching UConn. Okay, so they said when they called the coaches and the coach Joe Dooley and the others to do their due diligence on Newton, they also sought information from HD intelligence. Jimmy. So somebody asked me, what is HD intelligence? It's an analytic company founded in 2019, Jimmy, by two Harvard graduates, Matt Dover and Colton Houston, taking its cue from the NBA's analytics departments. HDI looks to help college programs in two primary ways. This is what I thought you was going to say, Kevin Frazier. This is how they help them. They help college coaches program. They performance analysis of players. Jimmy, watch this. And scheduling opponents. The young man said, we are a full service analytic company, Houston said. UConn use these people, Jimmy. Anywhere, and Nate Oates probably use them too. Nate Oates for Alabama, he said he got an analytic team. I don't know if it's this particular team to help him with his program. He said, anywhere in your program where we can help you get even a little better, we're going to do that. The UConn men are one of the 40 Division I programs, 32 men's, 8 women's that utilize it may be more now, y'all. But their service in past season, and UConn women haven't come aboard yet. Gino hadn't came. He might have came aboard this year, but as of last year, he didn't. And the companies also began working with the WNBA. So that's what that, when you see that HDI, that's what it's HD Intelligence. It's a company that was invented. And that's what I was hoping you was trying to tell me, Kevin Freeman, when you got to talking that other stuff. But it's a company that developed by these two young guys from Harvard. And they just broke off on their own analytic form. And Jimmy, what was the key thing? And I didn't know this. They help you on your players' analysis and the scheduling opponents. That was the key. But what happened, Jimmy? The reason I mention this, with all of these, got 15,000, but they said about 5,000 players in college basketball, and they compile a list, Jimmy, of all the Division I men basketball players from the past season. And they grade these players from 0 to 9, just like in the video game ranking. And if UConn is interested in a particular player, they'll populate the report to all of the players pertaining to what the data that provides. They just provide, because with Jimmy, like right now, they got 1,500, maybe more transfer portal people. So this company go in and tell you who, they don't tell you who to get, but they just said they use this as a tool. If certain things we need, we'll take a look at this player. We'll take a look at this player. So I just tried to introduce the people to something that I thought was interesting, because I heard Nate Oates after in his interview, he was talking about, that's the head coach at Alabama, and he was just talking about how he used analytics. He got an analytics person on it, and he was just telling him what to do in certain moments. Huh?
So, first question: do you know anybody involved or affiliated with the HDI company?
No.
Well, from what it sounds like, what you just described is somewhat what Alan Branch and Chris Walker's company is striving or in the direction of being a competitor of. With their analytics.
Yeah, I really don't know everything about what they're doing.
I said they're in that realm,
yes,
striving to be in that space. And normally,
are they in the college sector?
Yeah, they get
so,
it.
I thought they were in the grassroots sector.
And they're going. That's what I'm saying. Remember, they was.
But see, you know more than I know about it, though.
I said the direction from which they are striving. That was the key word. They're striving to occupy that particular space based on what you described, doing the scheduling and eventually doing events. You know, like events, like maybe a double header here, a double header. That's the new detail shop on the block now. People doing
no. That ain't this scheduling is no. UConn making out its schedule, not scheduling events. Jimmy,
scheduling a game.
They helping them who in their season, like, okay, you got 38 games. This who's optimal for you to play. This who's optimal. But you was talking about doing an event, a double header. That ain't got nothing to do with this.
I'm saying, but then that company is the opponent that they likely give you, in all likelihood, is going to be another client of that particular company.
I wouldn't say that.
Be up on both sides. I wouldn't have bet my right pocket. That's just how the business goes. I'm not mad at them, but my thing is that for them to get that deal.
40 teams, Jimmy, maybe more. This, as of last year, was 40 Division I basketball players. It might be more than that now.
For them to get rolling in that sector, somebody knew somebody to take a chance on. Because at one point they didn't have no team.
Jimmy, everybody got to know somebody. What are you talking about?
So that's what I'm saying. So then once you get a couple of clients, then you use those clients to say, look, we got this one, we got these, we got this, we do that. Then that means now other people gonna take a chance. Then eventually, if your product is good, then you're gonna keep. Then you've passed the test of time, and you keep going. But my point is on that is that sounds somewhat of the space for which accelerated analytics. That's Chris Walker, Alan Branch, and their constituents are striving to occupy, and which because from what I understand, they're redoing and they're modifying their entire database will be a significant upgrade for what a lot of the things that they want to do with that company. And if so, I'm doing the Wesley Snipes. I'm betting on black in regards to that. Hopefully they can hurry up and get to where they need to be at. That's Alan Branch and Chris Walker.
See, I don't know if that's it. I don't know their mission statement. I don't know their goal. I don't know what their goal is. But when I talked to them, they were talking about the data in high school basketball when I talked to them about it. So now you're saying they've graduated to college teams.
Striving. I use the word striving. That means that is part of the horizon. That's on the horizon. Maybe not. Understand, you have to go and get to first base before you get to third base.
Okay.
And so that stuff. I'm just saying. So
guess what? It's possible. Because if these guys can do it, they can do it. It's possible.
And so that's where we at regarding that. Boy, we got a lot of stuff. Guys got stuff. Guys, miss you guys. Of course, the college basketball is it lived up to the hype in regarding to the women's. Uh, got everybody got pretty much what they wanted so far. Ain't gonna get some more of what you want in a minute. In regarding to the girls, because Gino, for one of the few times he was on the outside looking in of the headlines in women's college basketball, on the outside looking in, meaning that people know about UConn. They talked about Paige, but remember he just was in the press conference just last week, and it reminding folks, hey, my girl had 30 and did this, and she's capable of doing this, and y'all all right. And so that lets you know, put everybody on notice. This UConn and our game should be just as good, if not even better, than our and LSU. Talking about the actual game itself. Uh, uh, we had Gino on the Chop Shop a couple of years back, and then we've had a few other ladies on the Chop Shop as well.
But in Gino's defense, don't. I looked at that bench last night. It wasn't but 7 available players. Every other player on that bench had a warm-up suit, was injured. When that young girl, Paige Becker, said she been through what the stuff she not just talking about her. And I know everybody got injured. So for him to be where they are now, because U of A couldn't make it through with all of their players hurt.
But they had a chance. They was there. So it wasn't like they had a chance.
They ain't there though.
Yeah, they not there. They had a chance.
Gino got these girls through that. So this got to be one of the greatest coaches. Because I used to didn't like him because he talked. Oh my God, I didn't like how he was the king. He was king.
Did we have Kim Mulkey on there before?
No, hell no.
We had.
I don't remember.
No, I couldn't remember because I couldn't remember.
Hell
we had Gino. We had the coach from Mississippi State.
That was my favorite one.
What did tell you? Talking about girls, women's
Coach Hill. She was my favorite.
Did we have Notre Dame coach?
I wish we had her. Nael Ivy. I don't remember her.
I don't remember we had her or not, but we had a few pretty good ones. And remember, a couple of them we posed the question to: who talks the most shit of all in women's on the coaches in women's college basketball? And all of them said Gino. All of them said Gino. And so that's when we told him, hey man, they said you talk the most shit from everybody. And Gino started laughing during in our conversation. But my point is, Gino he's antagonized heavily. Not just restricted to him being a man, but the way he handled those women on the sidelines, a lot of stuff you common folk can't hear during the game. The cameras aren't on them all the time. But if you're close to the court or if another coach validate, say, hey man, that dude gets up under your skin, which we can understand. For example, we can tell that Kim Mulkey gets up under other coaches or possibly can get up.
She gets up under my damn skin, so I can imagine what she do to them other people.
We could tell from the TV screen that a lot of
Why
times,
did she have an ugly outfit on last night? That's why her ass got her ass whooped. She should have keep going with your ugly outfits. She must have, somebody said, no, I'm just going to complain tonight. She should have kept the ugly outfit. She done won the game, man. She come up there trying to be like that. Oh, come on, Kim. Wow.
The media, a lot of the media tricked her. They tricked her. Kim Mulkey. She's had excelled in being the villain. Only a day to 2 before that game, Ada, well, a lot of people in the media remember because the LA Times story that came out, and the guy in the reporter, the author of the story ended up apologizing. But before apologizing, a lot of people in mainstream media remember because she had did a dog whistle for them to go look up the word and and share your thoughts. If you're gonna sit silent on this, she basically called them to the square. And so in the day after that, a few people basically sided with Kim Mulkey. So you know
I
what?
sided with Kim Mulkey
That was wrong.
because I know what the hell that man was talking about.
And cookies and cream and whatnot, or milk and cookies and whatnot. And so when doing so, that kind of took the foot off of her neck because and I noticed a lot of people also say, you know what, in closing, we picking LSU to win this game. So LSU didn't need you to pick them to win the game. You took the edge off. You picked them to win. So now you gave Iowa a little bit of motivation that they already like they needed in the first place. And young lady came out there, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. The ability to make contested shots transfers over normally from one level to the next. This young lady is definitely going to be box office. Now the question still remains: if this big three offer was a real deal for 1 year, can she afford to turn that offer down? If that offer was real, can she afford to turn it down?
You can always afford to turn it down. My thing is, I don't think the offer was real.
That's okay. I'm just saying, if
she can afford to turn it down. You can afford to turn it. You can afford to. You can always walk around. You can always walk away from a deal. So that ain't the right wording. You can afford to turn it down.
Would she turn it down?
I don't know.
If that deal, that's a lot based on the comparison of what a lot of females were. Because
but see what y'all don't understand is, and I think y'all been blind to it. When she go to WNBA, Jimmy, her name, image, and likeness stuff that follows her. Her endorsements follow her.
So that means no matter what you make, that's still gonna be the same in endorsements. Exactly.
Yes, you don't know. You don't know. She can renegotiate. I'm in the pros now. You never know.
So that same name, image, likeness, if you're playing in that, does that mean you're not playing in the WNBA?
Jimmy, name, image, likeness ain't got nothing to do with college. That means in the WNBA, she can capitalize more on her name, image, and likeness. Her deals with all them shoe companies, they gonna transfer. She gonna still have money, so she can turn down that deal.
Once again, if you have an endorsement deal of $1, your endorsement deal of $1 is in place wherever you play it. That's your endorsement.
I just said that. I just said that.
And I just meant that before you said that. So my point is, it don't matter if she's playing in the big three, then that's gonna be that endorsement deal of $1 plus she gonna make $5 million and $1 rather than $1 million.
Your question was, can she afford to turn it down? And hold on. That's your question. And my answer.
I modified the question. I said, will she turn it down? That question was modified.
Well, guess what? Only she knows.
That was the question. Will she turn it down?
Okay, only she knows. Only she knows.
Only
she knows.
No, and the question was tossed to you. Will
only she knows? I'm giving you an answer. Only she knows.
Now the thing is, the WNBA.
I'm not finna have my client come play against them crazy ass them dudes in the in the big three. I wouldn't advise her to go and play in the big three. I wouldn't. Because I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Because you asked me, Rick, didn't you? First of all, I don't care about no big three. I don't like the big three. They ain't paying the guys over there. So how in the hell I'm finna come over here? I mean, it's just so much stuff I know about the big three. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have her play. My woman athlete play in the big three. I wouldn't have Reggie, all them big old strong ass dudes, the way they setting picks and knocking people down in the big three, the way they playing. I wouldn't have her playing it if she was, if I was advising her. And like I said, I would have to ask my Ice Cube, man, hold up. My first thing, if you're asking me, man, how can you afford to pay her $5 million? I want to know where the funding gonna come from, because I got to look out for the best interest of my client. Show me how. Is it guaranteed? When are my payments due? When I mean, it's just a whole lot of stuff. And then after that, I said, nah, we ain't playing. We ain't playing for that. We ain't playing for that. Y'all, all that did was help Ice Cube. Cause if everybody noticed, I didn't even talk about that bull crap on this show. I ain't talk about it. Cause I know it was a gimmick. He could offer the $10 million. He wasn't gonna pay it no way.
Well, one thing for certain, she could have also came out and said that's a lie. They didn't offer me nothing. Now whether they're gonna pay it now, that's a whole different conversation, whole different topic later on down the line. But it's the topic definitely got entertained.
I didn't entertain it. You entertained it. I didn't entertain it.
It definitely got entertained by many, and so now, and as long as she's continued to win, and she lives to see another day in the college ranks, which of course she's her next loss in college will be her last. Now, also, it was an opportunity for her to go and join the USA trials for women. Had she not had won, had she had lost, she would have to. She had opportunity to go and join those ladies. Now I don't have the list in front of me. That's the like USA men's. This is the real USA women's trials. I think they were at the Nike up in Beaverton, Oregon, in the last day or so, working out. And I was curious to see if she would have taken that, because that window closed. You couldn't, you had up until like yesterday or whatever to decide to do that. And they had extended her an offer to join and try out with those ladies. In other words, she is indeed probably, arguably, the biggest box office female in basketball that we probably have ever seen, because of social media and the measurements and that goes that way. So she is must-see TV right now. I'm just curious to see. Can't wait to get to the WNBA and see how it goes when she played, because she's fun to watch. Her demeanor, her competitive nature, and also we've had white females that's been pretty doggone good and been epic, but her ability to connect from beyond the 3-point line in clutch moments, put it like that, in competitive clutch moments. I don't know what her percentage is. I'm quite sure it's not extremely high. She takes a lot of 3-pointers, but her ability to knock them down when the team needs them or to break your back is pretty consistent for Caitlin Clark. I love this matchup. At the same time, South Carolina, they kind of struggled a little bit last game. And if they struggled the last game, that means that's.
What do you mean by struggle? Tell me what you mean. Tell me where they struggled at.
In the second half, they were actually down. They were losing, and it was in the fourth quarter.
Jimmy, don't you know these other teams are good too?
I understand, but they understand they had been totally dominating, and they just hit the wall with this team. And I think who that was, North Carolina State. I think they played, but they'd hit. You know, it's one of those things where you see a team dominate like that, then the expectations are extremely higher.
Well, if they dominate so much, why everybody talking about these other players instead of talking about that great dominant team? That team is still 36-0, and ain't nobody that beat them.
Well, the reason being because they
no matter how to struggle. So tell me. So you go back and go look at all them 31 games, and you're gonna worry about they struggle. If you play basketball long enough, sir, you're gonna struggle in some games.
Well, at this point in time,
because of the scout.
Understand this. No, that's that you could have been in a
dude, don't buy into that. I was just, boy, believe you me, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
I was being very sarcastic. Because what was the scout last night on Caitlin Clark? What was the scout?
Well, the scout should.
Great players transcend scouts.
Eventually, they're supposed to and expected to.
But one thing I like about this game, did it live up to the hype? Iowa advanced. It was a fun game to watch. What I liked about it, what made it fun to me, is the two stars. They stepped up in a big way. Caitlin drops 41. But let's not overshadow what I saw from Angel Reese. Scored 17 along with 20 rebounds on a bum ankle because she hurt her ankle earlier. And I got to say, I think that affected the game. Just like if when Jamal Shedd went out, it affected U of H's game. I don't know if you ever played with an ankle injury before. I don't care what they do to it. Your ass gonna think about it while you playing in the game. But Caitlin Clark was a huge presence. Angel Reese was a huge presence on the interior defense. But it was a phenomenal game to watch for me, back and forth. It was tied at the half. So just because it was tied, I don't think people struggling. See, y'all call it struggle. I thought it was emblematic of how the swings that I saw in the first half, because I thought LSU was going to go and just blow them out. And the momentum shifted from Iowa to LSU, then Iowa back to Iowa. It was like a heavyweight fight. That's what I saw live. Like, it was the best way to describe it, and it lived up to me, to the billing, because most time when you have things like this, people just it don't go. Both teams got their money. She lost, but she got 20 rebounds and 20 rebounds, 17 points. The first half was unbelievable. They was going back and forth. Let me see. It was just, but Caitlin Clark just cannot be stopped this season. To me, she got something. I looked at her last night, and I watched the game again late last night. She got handles. She can pass. Angel Reese leaves with an injury. Like I said, you have to wonder, did it hamper her? But I always, when I call the games and I'm watching a basketball game, I always watch the first 4 minutes of the game and the first 4 minutes of the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you watched the game last night. I want you to watch the game, the first 4 minutes of the first half, but the most key minutes are the first 4 minutes. And let me tell you what happened, man. Caitlin had 11 points in the third quarter alone. And this is what got me, Jimmy. She had 41 points, I think, 12 assists, 7 rebounds, 9 of 20, y'all, from beyond the arc, right? But in the third quarter, listen, that most important quarter I was telling y'all about, she assisted or scored 18 of the 24 buckets that Iowa had. As soon as the half was over, y'all, when the halftime, when she came out, she come out pulling. And it seems like each shot was deeper and deeper and deeper. She had 3 threes in the first 2 minutes. What I just said about the first 4 minutes, the first 2 minutes of the second half of the third quarter. It was unbelievable. And I just sit there and say, I'm sitting there because I don't want Kim Mulkey to win. But I want Angel Reese. I mean, I was in the Jimmy, I was just sitting there saying, man, I want Kim Mulkey to lose. But I want Angel Reese to win. And it just ain't gonna happen. Because she love her. They on the same team. And but when I saw her, that's what you call a heater. Jimmy, what's the word that people? She was cooking.
Yeah.
She came out of the locker room. Jimmy, I always watch games. And that teams that win those first 4 minutes, Jimmy, usually be the team that win. And so I just, man, that's what you want from your best athletes, being I put it like this. Chuck McGowan. That's what you want from your best athletes. And you can tell this to your girls. Being at your best when your best is required. You talk about somebody that can go drop 40 points and still play unselfish basketball. That's what I saw. She had 12 assists. That's why she broke the NCAA tournament record for career assists. Y'all, I'm going to give y'all this one more fact, Jimmy. She scored or assisted on 67 of the team's 94 points. That's 70% of the points that the team had. She had her fingerprints on it. She showed up and showed out. I mean, well, I got more. I can go. I'm gonna give y'all some more about what I think about her tomorrow.
Well,
but Jim,
one thing right now is all eyes are on the Final Four for women, because it's Paige Beckers versus Caitlin Clark matchup. That matchup ain't chopped liver. That is some must see.
No, TV. Sir. I'm talking about Caitlin now. I got some Paige Beckers I'm gonna share with y'all tomorrow.
This understand. I think I had stumbled across, and to remind you guys can go and Google her. 2 years ago, she accepted one of those awards, and she gave that speech defending black women, which was, and this is, who? I'm just saying, Paige did. Paige Beckers.
She defended all women.
No, I'm talking about but on
the bikes at the ESPYs.
And yes, by accepting that award, she gave her she donated her 1 minute of time for a cause. Because at the time she was coming out of this, what we've been going through the last 3-4 years, coming out of the pandemic, and she defended, named Breonna Taylor, and all. She said this is for black women. Black women needs more coverage, need more. She focused specifically.
I didn't remember that. I don't remember that. I remember she talked about women. Women need more coverage. I didn't know she said black women. She might have mentioned Breonna Taylor. No,
she said black women more than twice during that speech.
Okay.
And it was like, and this was, and
I didn't hear that.
I think I saw Roland Martin might have had retweeted or whatever they call it nowadays, read something, and that's why I stumbled across it this morning. And so when you see stuff and it reminds you, because you kind of saw it, you might have watched the ESPYs when she did it or whatnot, and you might not have paid attention. So now I'm fond of Paige Beckers. Not to make me say I'm not fond of Caitlin Clark, like what she's done. But at the same time, it's like an underdog, the story. Don't slip. Gino has been here and done this 100 times over. He's been in this space. But that speech, I wonder how many on Main Street people going to remind me.
Hold up, I got it right now. Hold on.
Let's go. It can't be that long. Ain't but about like a minute.
Yeah, it's a minute. I'm going to play it.
Check this out. This is Paige Beckers, guys. Before now.
It's last year. Or whenever. No, this because she was hurt last year, so it had to be,
It had to be
a
2
few
years
years
ago.
back. So I'm gonna just let y'all listen to it. I'm not gonna cue it all the way up.
The life that I have now, as a white woman who leads a black-led sport, and celebrated here, I want to show a light on black women. They don't get the media coverage that they deserve.
Okay.
They've given so much to the sport and the community and society as a whole, and their value is undeniable. And in the WNBA last season, the postseason awards, 80% of the winners were black, but they got half the coverage as the white athletes. So I think it's time for change. Sports media holds the key to storylines. Sports media and sponsors tell us who is valuable, and you have told the world that I matter today, and everyone who voted, thank you. But I think we should use this power together to also celebrate black women. So to Maria Taylor, Robin Roberts, Maya Moore, Odyssey Alexander, to all the incredible black women in my life on my teams, to Breonna Taylor and all the lives lost, and to those names who have not yet learned, but I hope to share, I stand behind you, and I will continue to follow you and follow your lead and fight for you guys. So I just want to say thank you for everything.
First time I ever heard that.
The life that I have now.
First time I ever heard that.
So you can understand why I'm rooting, my pocket rooting on. I'm rooting for that young. That was then.
That had to be. I don't know what year that was.
That's fabulous.
She was hurt. She was 19 then.
So she was a freshman.
That was powerful. I ain't never heard that one before, because I would have talked about that on the show. I didn't hear that.
That's just the audio clip. So maybe tomorrow you show the video.
I got the video clip. That's the video clip.
That way they can get the video. Women Rock Wednesday. Women Rock Wednesday. Tomorrow.
That was. I don't know if y'all looking at my background. Yes, I don't know if y'all see my background, but that's how it felt. Just talking to people around the world. I talked to people around the world, and they were just. And this game last night was so polarizing. The Angel Reese versus Paige Beckers. So somebody sent me that, Rob. You got to have this in your background. That's Bring It On, Gabrielle Union. But that was Paige Beckers. I'm going to talk about. I told y'all I had some stuff to talk about her on tomorrow. Guess what happens? I got more to talk about her for tomorrow, because the courage that little girl, she said, what the key word was, the black women in her life that influenced her. The black women in her life. That kind of got to me. When I heard that, I just sit back and say, wow, I love her. I love Paige Beckers. You rock. You rock, baby. You rock.
Yeah, man, that's good stuff.
I know what it took for her to say that.
Dude.
People didn't like that.
Dude, exactly. She could have thought, think about it.
Them Trumpers didn't like that. Daniel Cameron, Mitch McConnell did not like that. Because Daniel Cameron is the DA that allowed them cops to get off for shooting Breonna Taylor. That's kind of stuff. They didn't like that.
Man, trying to tell you.
That's my girl. PB, Paige Beckers. That's my girl from now on.
I mean, guess what?
That don't happen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling y'all.
This game, man.
I ain't heard Caitlin say that. I'm just telling it like it is.
Exactly my point. So now this ain't white on white crime.
That's a good point, Herb said, I've never heard any athlete for women of color.
That was the time they could have just kept the torch going.
That's a good point. I've never heard it. Because if I'd have heard that, I'd have been talking about that.
Angel could have got up there when she got to the podium last year to get a MVP.
But she a black woman. It ain't.
I know. I'm just saying, and thanked. I'm saying, and she could have thanked Paige, because sometimes a lot of times in circles, we sometimes want to hear the white person say. You want to hear that music come from a different sense.
My girl there. That's my girl now.
Oh, when you
Y'all
really
gonna make me go to the women's Final Four now.
Now you ain't want to go to Cleveland. You don't
Huh? What? Wait a minute. You don't want to go to Cleveland. I want to go to Cleveland. Hey, excuse me. You don't. I like Cleveland. You must ain't been to the new downtown Cleveland. I know you haven't. I know you haven't. Because you wouldn't be saying that right now. And it ain't cold right now, Jim.
No, it ain't cold. It ain't cold. So understand, like I said, I don't know the date of that. If you guys, one of you guys may actually pull up that
2021, 221. Somebody just hit.
So that's
2021.
Okay. So that way, so that way we know that was in 2021. Because remember, the Breonna Taylor was just coming out of the COVID when she.
Hey, tomorrow is Paige Becker's day. Tomorrow on the Chop Shop.
And that girl could play, man. She was
what?
That girl could play, man.
She let me tell you something, though.
There are so many storylines that
let me help y'all out a little bit, though.
That she could ball, man.
See, I didn't watch the game too many damn times. I didn't watch that because I love that Juju. You know, I love her. I love her. But Juju got some teammates that it ain't gonna come out till later. Juju got some teammates for taking some ignorant ass shots. How in the hell did Juju go 8 minutes and 38 seconds without touching the damn basketball, getting a shot? That should never, I don't care if she's a freshman, whatever she is. That's the horse. 8 minutes of a 40-minute game? You jackety, them Ivy League girls who done brought their ass from the Ivies and thinking that you can't do the stuff you did in the Ivy over here. Jacking them balls up? I'm telling you, I ain't like that. I ain't like that.
Now, I got to help to connect the dots back on that speech that we heard from Paige. And so I'm just looking and I just connect the dots. That was in 2001. And if you guys, this was coming right after the George Floyd, shortly after that, and the Breonna Taylor, and the stuff that happened with the Rittenhouse and all this stuff right here. So this is what motivated, if you guys that just caught the end of that. Paige Beckers is from the suburbs of Minneapolis.
That's Richard Collins' best friend. The Suggs girl. That's Suggs' best friend.
There you go.
Jalen Suggs' best friend. And they families. Yeah. Yes.
So now you see why, she used that platform for. She's from there. She's from
and Paige Beckers was not doing nothing to Gigi. Like I just said, Gigi's teammates. Paige Beckers, she wasn't thinking about no damn Paige Beckers. Her teammates were soft, throwing them lollipop ass passes and soft. She ain't did nothing to Juju. Y'all can go on with that one now. I love Paige, but she ain't did nothing to Juju. I'm just telling you, Juju is that one. But Jimmy, that makes so much. That's her best friend. Her and Jalen Suggs is best friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Okay.
That's a dots connect on that. And so other than that, also guys, if you haven't done so, share the show to your pages. The Chop Shop. You guys on the first time film. I saw Mr. Pink joined us up earlier.
I saw Sam Pink here. I bet he ain't back on. I bet he still ain't on. I saw him up there. I meant to speak to him.
Want to also give a shout out to a lot of the guys, all 10 young men who showed up at the Guy V. Lewis award ceremony on yesterday evening at the golf course in the shadows of downtown East River 9. It was a great ambiance. Those young men looked good. They didn't tell them to wear suits, but they all had on suits, it wasn't nothing goofy. They were dressed for success. All of those young men were dressed for success. That means they embraced that moment and took that ceremony seriously. And that means something, because if you don't take some things in life, it should be all in. Only one person will be awarded the winner, but all 10. That's why they invite all 10 of them there. All you young men, you are winners just to be announced as the finalists in that thing. And the Guy V. Lewis, I'm going to challenge all of the adults in these young persons' lives to go and have them and go and Google or go over and explain to them. Just do it, the Guy V. Lewis and the Five Slammer Jam of that era. And you can only imagine what it meant to this city during those times in the early 80s and the talent that played for that particular program then. So this young man and what he did, and it just put him in the Hall of Fame. I think when he was just a couple of years ago. But it's a great to know and learn about the Guy V. Lewis. But that award, it was the recipient of this year's Guy V. Lewis Award was Chris McDermott. Chris McDermott is the young man that's at Houston Booker T. Washington High School. He had a phenomenal season. They came up short, losing to Silsby in the regional finals. A very good Silsby team, and this was that they kept for a very, very intriguing for the last 4 years in Region 3, Silsby and in Booker T. Washington. Many years from now, people will still be telling the story about a Jared Harris versus a Chris McDermott, about a Silsby versus a Booker T. Washington. Also, Chris McDermott, he's the state's highest rated unsigned senior. I spoke with him afterwards, and to get this clarity, because I don't do a lot of, excuse me, guys, talking with the young people. I prefer to talk with their parents. So yesterday I talked with Chris's father and asked him, and he basically like, man, you got to ask his coach on that one. And Chris, they got it together. Okay, good. So I'm gonna go and I pull Chris to the side. Okay, Chris, look. I'm asking you this question because last time when the magazine came out, you were undecided and you told me that you were making your decision in January. One of the reasons I don't really like talking to you young kids because y'all feel it's too easy to lie to grown folk. So that's why I don't really like talking to y'all. But I got to talk to you now. And I'm looking in your eyes, I'm letting you know, okay, what's this gonna be? Chris McDermott assured me that a decision on his college. He's going to announce it, but he's waiting on 2 of his brothers from his high school teammates. That would be Otis Carter and Abraham Kirksey to complete their recruitment process. Otis Carter pretty much knows where he's going. Abraham Kirksey, he's in the final lap of his decision-making process. Once he gets it done in the very near future, all 3 young men will name their schools simultaneously. I could go out there and I can spoil that moment, but if a person give me that inside, I'm going to go and give the respect to that family and to that young man to let him go and kind of have his moment. If you ask me, yes, I think Chris McDermott has already made his college decision. He knows where he's going. But he's waiting on his brothers, which I ain't mad at that at all. He wanted to sit there with them and share that moment with them. And so that's the news on Chris McDermott. I did not get a chance to get the latest on Divine Uguchukwu from Clements High School on his recruitment. He is unsigned as well. I remember Western Kentucky was one of the schools that were after him. And but now the head coach from Western Kentucky has just accepted the Oklahoma State job. So that's Steve Lutz. Steve Lutz and I go way, way, way back.
You've been on the show?
We had him on the show probably more than once. Yeah, way back. And does that mean Steve Lutz, because he liked it Divine enough for them, for Western Kentucky, does he like Divine enough for Oklahoma State? Only time will tell, because there's a lot of that portal comes first. But when you're a first year coach coming in, if there's ever a time to bring in some young guys and you want to groom them yourself, then this your rookie year at a school is that most opportune time. However, coaches know that, and they're not really just all the way subscribing to that. You bringing this young kid in, and if he don't buy in to possibly not playing much, he could leave you and he hop in the portal next year and go somewhere else. So it's going to be intriguing on that. But the moment, that ambiance was undescribable, just fantastic over at the East River 9. Shout out to everybody that showed up and helped to create that moment. I'm looking at some of the comments, and which he said, Jim Mix, what happened to the kid who got in trouble in Ridgeland, Mississippi? I haven't checked in regarding I think he was talking about there's 2 young men that got in trouble from Mississippi, but that during the basketball season. I haven't checked on it and gotten the update. But last I heard, the young man was still in jail without a bond, or had not made bond. That was about a few weeks ago. The one young man you're talking about, Freightman. So other than that, guys, we are pretty much at the end of the rope on today. This good topics, good comments, good convo. But I also hope you guys are sharing the show to your timelines, to your groups. Once again tonight, the McDonald's All-American game. I taped the other stuff, the 3 points and the knock and all that stuff. I taped that. That way you can just go through it. I check some of it out. That way I can familiarize myself with some of the young ladies. I know a few of the young men. We had them at Top 100 camp. I went to the scrimmages, the one scrimmage they had the other day. I didn't care to go to no practices, or none of the other stuff. You've been there, done that. But the scrimmages, they're competing at the scrimmage. If you to game tonight, don't expect a whole lot of competing. It's going to be akin to the All-Star game. But it was ironically during the scrimmages, both scrimmages, the boys and the girls, ended on the buzzer beater. So that's how I show you how competitive those 2 scrimmage sessions were the boys and the girls. I think Liam McNeely from out of DFW, he hit a catch and shoot runner, a 3-pointer falling out of bounds at the buzzer for the boy in the boys scrimmage. So a lot of guys, man. Of course, the tonight you have what's his name out of my mind going blank. Cooper Flag, probably he's going to be probably the most talked about going into the game because he's the young man that reclassed. He's committed. He signed with Duke. He's the next man up. You guys may have saw videos on Cooper Flag, and if you hadn't seen him, you definitely will see him. But he's not the only one. This is a very talented McDonald's All-American game. This class in 2 years is going to be a lot of one and dones expected to come from this particular game. Expected. Remember, that's the key. Everybody don't always meet expectations, but that's going to be good. Don't forget other names.
How many one and dones?
It's out of this class. I'm saying
how much they say, because all you can go about what they say.
They didn't give a number, but
they didn't give a number.
I'm about to say over and under on this out of the 24. And I would say over and under. I would say 11 over and unders. 6 is for sure. They ain't even got to play next year in college. They're gonna probably be in the first rounders. Cooper Flag only have to play a minute at Duke. How do you know that? He's still gonna be in the first round. Ace Bailey.
You just saying guys gonna get drafted?
They're gonna go and they're gonna be one and done. They're gonna play 1 year college.
Okay. Ace Bailey. That's the Rutgers kid. How did Rutgers get all them good ass players like that? But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Keep going. You don't have to perjure yourself. But keep going.
Some bags got got wheels on them too now. It ain't like the old bag. Some bags go to the airport. You can roll through the airport with some bags.
But Rutgers?
Yeah.
Okay. But keep going. So Ace Bailey, Flag. I bet them the two out here.
Trey Johnson.
Oh, he playing. Okay, I forgot about him. Okay. So he ain't got to play. Okay.
Derek Queen.
The big boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, my choice about off the top of my head. Hell, if Ace Bailey if Rutgers have any type of good success, that mean the point guard going too.
What's his name?
That's Julian Harper.
That's
a bad boy. Bad boy. Flory. He's one and done.
Boy, I love that tough stuff. Somebody just told me exactly what happened. Okay. I got you. Okay. About the Rutgers thing. Thank you. You know who you are. But keep going.
Big Bowl from the Overtime Elite. One and done.
He one and done?
I'm talking about where he gets picked. No, I'm talking about, remember I said.
One and done. You said one and done. We ain't say, Jimmy, if they get picked. See, right now, we ain't talking about how long their ass going to be there. Because we didn't have some McDonald's over there playing in Serbia some month away right now.
But we ain't talking about them getting drafted either. I'm saying they're going to be.
You just said one and done. Go try.
Yeah, one and done. They go.
Oh, okay.
Going to Baylor.
So you're not saying how good they are. You just saying.
No, I'm saying they're mostly these guys that name except maybe one is really impossible to me. BJ that's going to Baylor. Based on what Baylor has done in the past 2 years, the role is going to be set for him to go right into that role of Keontae and of the other from 2 years ago, and the young man that's there right now from DFW. That's the freshman that's there at Baylor right now. That role is already set for him to step right up in there. VJ is good enough. Now he have to excel in that role.
Okay.
But it's the opportunity. It's a good, talented class, guys. It really is. Oh, and Ian Jackson, he's won and done it. It's
where you going to school? Where you going to school?
North Carolina. Okay. Yeah, it's that's just to say a few. I mean, we don't know what Quainton's gonna do. Because Kentucky,
Man, did you see what his daddy came out and said?
Ooh, Jaden Quaintons?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
I don't care what nobody said. I love Calipari. That man act like Calipari. Woo, man, that man gave. Oh my God, man, it was offensive. I had it somewhere, y'all. I'm gonna find it. Y'all better be glad. Jimmy, I was offended with it when that black man said that about that man like that, man. Hold up, man. I was offended, man. I got the show. I got that tweet somewhere. Hold up, man. Let me see. Please have that tweet, Rob. I didn't put it up there. I didn't even want y'all to see that, man. Oh, my God, Coach Cam. No, I didn't put it up there. Oh, my God. That man act like he was at Candyland. Somebody go find the tweet. You know what I'm talking about. That man act like he was Steven. Jimmy, no, don't nobody say nothing about Cal. Oh my God, it was a hell of a tweet. but high school basketball, okay. But
yeah, so
they're doing that tonight.
I encourage you to tape the game, guys. If you haven't done so, make sure you tape that game. It's going to be. I'm saying,
but I ain't going.
A lot of talent. Remember, the game itself is like watching the All-Star game. I just can't watch a lot of that type of basketball. I don't like doing it. It's like wasting my time. But you would be able to tell talent what a lot of these guys are probably going to be attempting to do on the court.
Go. Can I end the show? I'll get to end the show with this. I can't believe this man came out on this show while Robert had us on the screen and said maybe Cal gave the biggest check. Ain't nothing worse than a bought Negro. And I'm going to say it again. What my young people over there at the Legacy Sports, ain't nothing worse than a, because if your ass can be bought, they'll come back and sell your ass. Don't you ever let nobody tell you because you kiss somebody's behind because they gave you the biggest check. That's the biggest trick the devil ever told you. Ever say that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Michael Jordan, that was poor choice of words. But Jimmy, we can get out of here, man.
Yeah, and yeah, that was thing heard about and give.
We already did that already, Jimmy, but we can say it again. You can give your. Yeah, we did that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, that's sad situation. In regarding 2 young men that's recently relocated across the country from Houston to Florida to Houston into California in consecutive years, in a 2-year span, and to lose your father. And these young men here, if y'all know them, they're gonna certainly need the village. It's when the village can come forth and help out in that situation. Now she's a single parent. That guy, if you ever played in the event, that father will come to the door. He would pay his money for his family to get in. He didn't complain about anything. He spoke to everybody. Now, many of you probably didn't even know the father. That's how cool, calm, and collected that he was when he was in the building. He loved on his wife and his family and his kids as a father of a household should. And gone a day too soon in regarding to Newt Johnson. Man, that's a cold piece. Oh, I can only imagine, boy. So now young Malik and Malachi have to become men to each other. And in every sense of the words of being, am I my brother's keeper? I think that this is part of the story. These young men will be okay because basketball is just a tool. I don't think that they will have to pay to play basketball anywhere. Now we're coming to a place of geographics, and hopefully where the older one go, because one is in the 12th grade, and the other one is in the 11th grade, if I'm not mistaken. That means hopefully wherever the first one go, then another one would probably seek out a school in the same area or city. That way it can make it to travel less expensive for the mother as she go and watches her babies play in the next couple of years. That stuff does matter. So anyway, guys, condolences to that Johnson family. Many of you guys, y'all know them and do what you can to help where you can. But anyway, we got to get up out of here, man. I got to go and run. I see you got a loaded day today. See you guys on tomorrow, man. Man, that's a tough blow right there, boy.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talk this sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.